What's up? GTVJ Penna House, okay? So, last night I had a tripped out dream. So, I gotta tell you guys this. Okay, so, I guess a long time ago, I must have had a dream about somebody I like wanting to see some other guy or something like that. But anyway, this dream was a trip, right? And so I'm not going to put it in order. I'm going to try to, but I don't exactly remember what happened in order. But anyway, it was this one Japanese girl I was dating in Osaka. And she was like, she was real fine. She was the type of, she had that look that Japanese guys would just turn and look at her. And out here, if a Japanese guy turned his head to look at a woman, I mean, she's fine in their standards and stuff. And so we used to we hung out and stuff. So one day we were somewhere, I'm not sure, I think maybe in America or something. And no, we was in Japan, I guess. And she was acting all funny. So I was like, what's wrong with you? And she's like, well, nothing and everything. So I kind of figured, some other guy and stuff. So we were in the house and we were talking and stuff. And I was supposed to be gone. So when I left, he came over. But then I came right back home because I knew what was going on. So I walked in the house. It was some brother. He was dressed real nice and everything, and I didn't get upset or anything like that. My dreams, I really can't get upset. And even if I get upset, I can't do anything, So I was like, yo, man, what's up? And he was just talking. He was just smiling and stuff because he was like all guilty and stuff, And so I was like, okay, well, because I was older than her and him. And it was his style and everything was more, in fashion than mine was and stuff. So I was like, okay, fine, if you like him, then whatever, But we kept talking about it and everything. And eventually, she, it was just her image of me just was gone. So we had to, we broke up and stuff. And then, so I guess I must have popped somewhere, and I was at this bus stop. And I was just sitting there waiting. I think my mother came there, and we talked for a little bit about something, but I don't remember exactly what. And she had left, and I was trying to get on the bus, and I'm thinking it was an RTD, and that was like years ago. Now it's called the Metro. And but it was funny because I think I wanted to go to Santa Monica, but all the signs were in Japanese, which was a trip. And I was all these buses came, and they were like all to different stops, and then the one that I wanted to get on saw me, but like they did back in the old days, the RTD, they'll see you standing there, the bus is all empty, and they'll just drive right by you and stuff, And so these two girls came from, they came and were standing in front of me, and they were fine, two white girls from, I'm thinking Colombia, and they were like super fine too. One was tall and one was short. The short one was like, she was just like all on me and stuff, and trying to kiss me and stuff like that. We were at a bus stop, and it was weird because at the bus stop, I guess some kind of table or something just appeared there, and the younger one, and they were like in their maybe 20s or 30s or something, maybe in their 30s, but they were still fine though. And the younger of the 30s one, she was like on this table all laying on all sexy and stuff, and then the other one, she was in this bed. So I'm thinking to myself, well, why is a bed here at the stop sign in this table, and why they're all on me like this, And so I was like, all right, whatever, but I didn't do anything. But the younger one, she was like all hugging and kissing on me and stuff. And I'm like, okay. So then all of a sudden we heard these gunshots, just pop, 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 pop. We was like, what? And so the bus was had left, and whoever it was just ran across the street, and it was a Japanese guy too. It was tripping me out. And he was ran across the street, and he was just shooting into the bus. And we were like, wow, so everybody started running. And then there was another one, he came from another street, and he started, shooting at everybody. And I was like, what the heck is going on? Why are these Japanese guys doing this? And I'm thinking we were in Japan, but I don't know, it was just, I don't know, the setting and stuff, it wasn't just like what you might see, around here. It was a little different and stuff. And so I was like, wow. So everybody ran and stuff. I don't know what happened to them, but I think one of them, I don't know if he chased me or if he followed me, or he just happened to come into the same mall, and he just started shooting up people and stuff. And I was like, whoa, And there was this one kid, I don't know if he had got I think he fell down the stairs or something. It didn't even have. And what was so weird was it didn't even have anything to do with the shooting or anything. But he was like a really messed up. Blood was everywhere and stuff, you know. So I had went over to check it out and stuff, and I think something happened to his mouth or something, you know. And I was like, all right, you know. And then my son was with me, so we were still trying to get out, and he was like acting up and being all slow and stuff. And I'm like, come on, let's go, you know. So then finally we found this exit. We walk out, and I guess we're in some country. I mean, it could have been Japan. I'm thinking it was somewhere in Europe or America or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. And all of a sudden we were in this house, and some girl, I think it was the girl that I had broke up with, and the girl, she's a real girl, so I don't know Saka, and she had came up and we were talking and stuff again, you know, and I think she told me she wanted to get back with me, and I was like, okay, whatever, you know. I'm like, oh, tripping and stuff, right? And so it was this glass on the ground, and I'm thinking, I don't know if it just appeared in my hand, you know, I saw it, and maybe I picked it up or it just appeared in my hand, I'm not sure. But I looked into the, what was it? The stand part of it, you know, like a wine glass. It was a wine glass, you know, then champagne glass. And so I looked from the bottom in, and it was like this mouth with teeth. It was like really gross, almost looked like a butt, you know, and the hole of an anus or something like that, but it had teeth. I'm like, what the heck is that, you know? And I'm not paying attention to the top, you know, and it kept moving and stuff. I'm thinking it was gonna vomit or bite or come out and bite me or something. I don't know, it was weird. And so it was something inside, and so I didn't really look at the top because I was so focused on it. So I put it down, and somehow it popped in my hand again or something. So I looked at the top, you know, eventually I just looked at the top, and there was a person in there. And it wasn't a person, it was like a little Martian, one little person. And it was a brother, you know, just like a brother and stuff, you know. He was dressed in some clothes, whatever his outfit was and stuff. And I was like, whoa, what in the world is this? And he was like gasping and spitting up some kind of, what is that called? Carbonated drink or something like that, foam. And I was like, huh? But then what happened was, I don't know what it was, but when he burped, I guess the gas, whatever, came out the bottom. And it was Sprite or something like that, or some kind of champagne, but I'm thinking Sprite. So I guess he must have went inside, thought it was some water or something, drank it, and got caught inside of it or something like that. And I wanted to break it open, but I didn't know if she was going to live or not. And I'm thinking, well, if he's drinking, he's going to live or whatever. But the dude started talking to me, right? And just started just telling me different things. And it wasn't like words, you know, I guess telepathical communication and stuff. And I'm like, communications and stuff. And I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I don't even remember what he was saying. In the dream, I understood, but now that I woke up, I'm up, I don't remember anything. But it was something, but basically I kind of remember because of the feelings I had. And it was basically like, I don't know if it was a warning or something, but it was something like, try to get more in tune to the vibrations or something, because something's going to happen. I don't know if something's going to happen, but maybe something's going to happen. I don't think it was anything bad or anything, but something was going to happen. But what it was I was saying, if you're paying attention, then you'll get the news ahead of time, and you'll be ready instead of just being surprised, you know, whether I survive or not, you know, that's not the point, you know. And so I was like, all right. So then after that, you know, I was like, okay, cool, you know. So next thing you know, that was over, and that's all I can remember, you know. But it was a trip because it was like really little, maybe about 5 inches, not even 5. It was inside of his wine glass, so maybe not 3 inches, could be 3 inches, 4 inches, something like that. But it was a trip, man. I was like, wow. And I was thinking, like, why can't it? Because I was gonna break it open. They said, no, don't break it open because I'm okay, or I don't want to get out, or don't try to save me or something like that. You know, and I showed him my son, and he was like tripping and stuff. And then after that, I just woke up. But I just thought I'd share it with y'all. It was a trip, man. It's like, oh, I met a Martian. I wouldn't necessarily say he's from Mars or anything, but it was just a trip. But anyway, that was my dream. I'm out.